All right, let's move on to the next word. So, next word we have euphemism. Euphemism. All right, euphemism. 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 This is two-letter phonogram. Says you. So euphemism. This is two-letter sound. So euphemism. The first schwa sound. Euphemism. E. The first sound of E, I, E, E. The second sound of S. So euphemism. Euphemism. Alright, euphemism. And we have what? We have the root. We have the root U. The root U means good or well. And we have the next root, bam. Bam literally means to say or speak. And lastly, we have ism, the noun suffix ism. So it has several meanings. It could mean the same as the noun suffix shown, or ion, meaning state, condition, process, or result. Or it could mean usage. Or it could mean as the same as the noun suffix x, meaning a set or a body of principles or knowledge. A set or body of principles. A body of principles. Principles or knowledge. So euphemism literally means what? Euphemism literally means the usage, the good usage of saying something. So it is a good way or good usage of speaking something. All right. So the good or just a good, and many possibilities. So a good usage or way to say something. Cool. So for example, euphemism. Let's say pass away. Pass away is a euphemism. Euphemism is a euphemism for what? For die. So it's just a more polite way to say die. All right. Next we have the adjective euphemistic. 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 Right, euphemistic. Now, again, we have the root u, meaning good or well. And we have another root bam, variant of fa, meaning to say or speak. In this case, say or speak. And we have ism. The noun suffix ism. In this case, it means usage. And we have lastly adjective suffix tic. Yes, some variants like ik, or artic. So it means relating to something. Common adjective is in common adjective suffix. So relating to something. So euphemistic literally means what? It means relating to a good usage or good way to say something. All right, that's it. Relating to a good usage or way to say something. Say something. So for example, let's say it's better. It's better. It's better to apply or apply euphemistic language. Euphemistic language. Use euphemistic language to do what? To name viruses. Right, it's better to apply euphemistic language to name viruses. All right, next we have profess. The first syllable is pro. So the first schwa sound. So profess. S. The first sound of s, profess. And we have the prefix pro. The prefix pro meaning before, forward, or for. That is to support something. To support somebody or something. All right, and we have the root. This. Which only means to say or speak. Also, profess determines what? It has mainly two meanings. So the first one is to say something forward, publicly. So first meaning to say something forward publicly. Good. Say something forward publicly. So, for example, let's say he finally made up his mind to do what? To profess his love for her. Good. He finally made up his mind to profess his love for her. Let's say to say his love for publicly towards someone. So profess his love for someone. And next we have the second meaning. So the second meaning would be to say something beforehand, without verification. So to say something beforehand without verification. To say something beforehand without verification. Without verification. So in this case is almost the same as claim, the synonym of claim. All right, so for example, let's say no government professed what? Professed that he will take care of the poor. Professed he would. Sorry, it's sentence. He would take care about the poor. All right, next we have profession. Profession. All right, profession. And we have the prefix pro in before, forward, and we have the root this means to say or speak. And we have the noun suffix shun. This is variance of shun. Ion or Asian in state, condition, process, or result. In state, condition, process, or result. Cool. So profession. Profession has two main meanings. So the first one will be the state of saying something forward publicly. So the state of saying something forward publicly. So for example, let's say we have the profession of his faith to the country. And we have the second meaning. It means a type of work, or job. In the state of being said beforehand by God. In the state of being, in the state of being said by God beforehand. So that's the same as, in this case, is the same as vocation. Is the type of work in the state of being called by God beforehand. Vocation. Yeah. So for example, we have for example teaching profession or medical profession. Medical profession or teaching profession, etc. Profession. All right, next we have what? Next we have profit. Profit. This is second schwa sound. So we have two schwa sound. The first one is a sound. The second one is b sound. So in this case, it's a second sound. So we have profit. Beryllium profit. So profit. So we have again the prefix pro. The prefix pro sounds familiar. Pro means before, forward, or for. Yeah, before, forward, or for. That means support. Support someone or something. All right, now we have the root. The root that means to say or speak. To say or speak. say or speak. So prophet usually means what? It means somebody who says something thing beforehand. That's it. Prophet. And we have prophetic. It's an adjective form of prophet. Prophetic. Cool. Prophetic. And again, we have the prefix pro, meaning before, forward, or for. Now we have the root, meaning to say or speak. And lastly, we have the adjective suffix ik, or its variants ik. We have artic. Alright, means relating to something. The common adjective suffix relating to something. So prophetic usually means what? Relating to something. Something being said beforehand. Relating to something that is said beforehand. Alright, so for example, we have, let's say, prophetic warnings. Alright, next we have prophecy. Fourth sound for E-I-E. And C says S because it's followed by E-I-O-Y. C says S because it's followed by E-I-O-Y. Alright, we have the prefix pro, meaning before forward, or forward. And we have the root. meaning to say or speak. And lastly, we have noun suffix C. It's a variant of pretty or E, or simply E, meaning state, condition, or quality. So prophecy literally means something in a state of being said beforehand. Alright, so prophecy literally means something in a state of being said beforehand. Alright, so for example, let's say the prophecy. What kind of prophecy? The prophecy that 武则天would become an empress. Was fulfilled. Alright, next we have prophesy as a verb. It's pronounced as a prophesy. So prophecy, prophesy. Prophesy. The third sound for year, E-I-E. So we have the phonogram. The phonogram says, this phonogram says Y, E, I. Here, E, I, E. And prophecy will be the fourth sound of Y, E, I, E. And prophesy will become the third sound of Y, E, I, E. Alright, prophesy as a verb. Prophesy. Alright, we have the root. Right, the prefix. Again, the prefix pro. The prefix pro meaning before, forward, or for. That is to support somebody or something. And we have the root. The root. Okay. You need to say or speak. Or speak. And we have sigh. Now suffix so. Variants of the C, IT, meaning state, condition, or quality. Alright, so prophesy literally means what? It means to say something. To say something beforehand. To say something. to say something beforehand. It is to foretell something, prophesy, foretell, foretell, foretell. This way, foretell, tell. And for example, let's say we have a well-known prophet. Well-known prophet said that, or say what? Say that the global economy the global economy would slowly recover in the next few years. In the next few years. Alright, a well-known prophet said that the global economy would slowly recover in the next few years. Alright, next we have the next section. So in the next section, we're gonna study some words that Scherer wrote. Lock you, and its variants lock and lock, meaning to speak or spoken or written words. Alright, let's move on.